Let's talk about how some incompetent men deliberately sabotage their wife's happiness or their woman's happiness and progress.
Pay very close attention to when your partner or spouse is trying to sabotage your success. They don't want you to be happier. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to get better because they understand that one or two things is about to get ready to happen. Either they themselves are going to have to change too, or they're going to get left behind, and they don't want either one, so they sabotage you.
Once you level up in life, it's always advisable not to stick around with the people that were on your lower level because they're most likely to pull you down. The crab in the bucket mentality. Here's why. They might be envious of you. They might see that them catching up might be too much stress on them and it might be something they're not willing to do. So they're most likely to sabotage your progress, your success. When it comes to relationship, it's even worse. If you have a partner that is not willing to level up and you are the one doing the level up alone, that can be detrimental. Your partner can become envious and pull you down. The person you're in a relationship with or the person you're in a marriage with can make or mar you.
All I'm gonna say is, all it takes is for one man to come in and ruin everything. One insecure man, he can see a woman thriving, living her best life, doing great things, being the best that she ever could be. And all it takes is one man, to just come in and just destroy it all. Because I've made videos before about this. I have said, y'all biggest ops, half of the time, really be the people that you lay next to. Not that little shady friend that you got. I mean, don't get me wrong, they exist. But it's a lot of y'all's biggest ops be that man you laying next to. And I stand on this. That's why I'm very careful about whatever man I let into my life, talk to or whatever. Y'all biggest ops be that man that you laying next to. Watch him.
Let's have a look at this marathon video. Is this a sabotage? Is this incompetent? I don't know what to call it. Basically, this mom was participating in the marathon and she was the one leading the marathon. Towards the finish line, here comes her husband with her kids. And people are saying, why didn't he wait till she finished? Why didn't he wait after the finish line? Why did he bring those kids before the finish line? And it sparked a lot of conversation. Some men are saying it differently. Some women are also saying it differently. Some men and women are siding the man, while a lot of women are against what the man did. Some people are calling it sabotage, while some people are saying the man is incompetent. I don't know what to say about that, but I guess I will have something to say after we watch the video. This video sparked polarized reaction on the internet. Some people are supporting the woman for what she did. Some people are supporting the man. Do you think this is weaponized incompetence, or did he forget to use his brain at that point in time? Or did he do that on purpose? Was he deliberately trying to sabotage the win of the wife? This can be viewed from different angles. Some people are arguing that the woman would have stopped and carried her kids and that wouldn't have stopped her from winning. I totally disagree with that statement because I feel like she stopping to carry those kids would have stopped her from winning because the man behind her was close enough to take over from her and win the race. You can't even really tell what would have happened should she had stopped. Those are kids. They are very unpredictable. What if one of the child falls on the floor and refuses to stand up? What if they're giving her a long hug? What if she's trying to pull them along and they're not coming forward? It's a marathon and it's a competition. People are out to win, if you get what I mean. And this woman has been running this race. Marathon is a lot of energy that is required. The last energy she has, she's trying to use and win the race, and you're expecting her to spend the energy on those kids. We all know how kids can be. Come on.
Weeks or months, and you are about to cross the finish line, and your significant other pulls a stunt.
I don't know how I saw it. She is such a lead. Like, there was no way she was going to lose that race. And, you know, if it was me in her situation, I wouldn't run past the kid. If I knew that homeboy was 20 feet behind me, I would have picked the daughter up and I would have crossed the finish line with her. I think that's what the dad was really, the dad and the daughter were thinking about. Like, she could have just picked up the kid and ran and crossed the finish line with her kiddo, but no, she probably would have tackled the kid to win. So if winning and everything is more important to her, then I mean, you can't justify this, guys. She was clearly in the wrong. The daughter just wanted to be carried to the finish line. That's all it was.
She probably didn't look back to know the distance of the next stroller. Where would he put his kids in harm's way? The child could be trampled. Lastly, she entered the competition. The goal is to try. So by your logic, if a footballer is about to score a big win and their wife shoves his kids onto the playing field, the dad is supposed to pick them up before his kick?
So imagine you've been training for a marathon for weeks or months, and you are about to cross the finish line, and your significant other pulls a stunt like this. Perhaps this was a momentary lapse in judgment. The kids wanted to, celebrate mommy or whatever. Could it be weaponized incompetence, or could it be that her husband is a hater? Because why would you put the kids, why would you position them in front of the finish line where she would have to literally run past her own children so she could win the race? Like, did it never cross your mind that she would have to stop the race that she's this close to finishing to hug her child the way that you had it set up? If you really wanted to congratulate her when she did win the race, when she was first through the ticker tape, why didn't you and those kids meet her over there? And the person who she beat had to hug her to be the first hug. Like, stuff like this, I mean, the men are going to say you're reading too much into it, but what do y'all think? If you've been training for weeks or months for a race, and your husband positions your children right in front of the ticker tape where you could win, would you think it's on purpose or not?
Men using children to set up a useless situation to accuse women of being bad moms. Why couldn't he just give her a hug after the race like everyone else? My babies are my ward. Some of us take pride in loving our babies first. I would have grabbed their hands and run through that finish line with them to celebrate. You definitely have no life outside of being a mother. No hobbies, no interest, no debt. I'm still wondering why the man did not wait after the finish line. Was he trying to steal the moment from her? Was he trying to be part of that moment? Or was he trying to emulate what some people do? Because I've seen marathon races where the father or the mother is participating and then you would see the kids run into the track to hug them. Was that what he was trying to replicate? I have no idea. But for me, I feel like he did not put on his thinking cap if his gesture was an innocent one. But if it wasn't an innocent one, obviously he was trying to steal her shine or probably sabotage her from winning. It's the woman's reaction for me. She acted like she did not see the kids, she did not see the man, she dodged those kids and she ran straight up to the finish line and she was so excited. Her excitement tells it all. It's like, I've always wanted this. I want this and I'm not going to let anything, nobody distract me. And it also seemed like she's used to the man acting in a certain way. The man was disappointed. You can go back and watch the video. His reaction was like, come on, I'm trying to do this and is this all I could get from this? So I believe they know their relationship and her reaction says it that I know this what this man is up to. This is just me speculating. I know what this man is up to. I'm not going to give in. The way she dodged those kids and she stayed focused and her excitement afterwards says it all. Please share your thoughts with me in the comment section about that, and also give this video a like and subscribe if you're yet to do so. Thank you.
I say match his energy. What I mean is get takeout on the way home from work, but accidentally forget to get some for him. Buy a subscription to Playgirl magazine. Make a protein shake, but pour it from like 3 feet above so that the powder goes everywhere, and then just leave it. If you don't snore, start snoring. Start a little laundry and then forget about it so that when he goes to do laundry, he'll have to move yours. When he talks to you, keep scrolling on your phone and don't look up at him. Put your shoes in the middle of the doormat so that when he walks out, he trips on them.
Open a cupboard and then just walk away. Open the drawer, take the pen out, and then just walk away.
Go number 2 and don't flush. Drink his last beer on accident. Openly pass gas within 3 feet of him, ideally. Make it really obvious when you're checking out other men. Show your girlfriends his nudes. Keep all the pictures of your exes and don't delete them. Don't clean. Tell him that you can't hang out on his birthday because you have to work. Whenever you're in public, make sure you walk like at least 10 feet in front of him.
Don't match the lids with the Tupperware. Just throw it in there.
Basically, those are examples of what a lot of men do in relationships. It's hard to tell if they do it deliberately or it's just who they are. Some people are arguing that those are things that men do without even thinking. And I think it's even an insult for you to say that men do that without thinking. Because you were saying that some part of their brain is dysfunctional, they cannot reason. Because I see no reason why a grown-up would do things like that. Grown-ups are supposed to look after themselves and clean after themselves. So you expecting another grown-up to clean up after you should be ashamed of that, if you ask me. I know I've spoken about this before, how men are groomed not to take care of themselves, how men are groomed to depend on women when it comes to house chores, how men are not domesticated, and it's kind of intentional. I have spoken about this before. So there's a certain lady that came out to support the man. Let's hear what she has to say.
His birthday because you have to work. Whenever you're in public, make sure you walk like at least 10 feet in front of him.
The difference is that men don't do these things to you because they know that it bothers you, like you're suggesting women do. He's just living his life. So instead of you trying to get your feelings across by being passive aggressive, just tell him what's bothering you. And if that is too much to ask, you should probably reconsider being in a relationship with him.
What exactly is she even saying? So it's the lady's responsibility to tell the man to clean after himself. How can a grown-up use something and mess it up and don't even clean up after that? She's basically saying that the woman is supposed to be the man's mommy. That's exactly what she's saying. So it's the woman's responsibility to tell him. So who is going to tell the woman? Women have double brains. Women superheroes. Women are superhumans. Women are not regular human beings. That's basically what you're insinuating. If a man can get dressed up, go to work and accomplish a task at work, why can't he apply the same common sense at home? This is basic knowledge. This is common sense, life skill. A lot of men lack that. And this one is here supporting, saying that, oh, if you can't tell him, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with him. That means you're in a relationship with him to clean after him and baby him and tutor him. It's crazy, isn't it? The best way to deal with something like this, match his energy. Match his energy, because if you call him to talk to him about it, he might not get it. He will not get it, especially if he's doing it deliberately. He will not change. Just match his energy. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Match his energy.
I understand that I'm about to get hate for what I'm about to say, but someone has to say it. For the men, if you are going on a date night with your girl and she leaves the house with her nails, hands and feet done, nice high heels, a beautiful dress, hair, makeup, and jewelry on point, and smelling beautiful, and you leave the house in Jordans and a fitted hat, you deserve jail time. You mean to tell me that you have $6,000 worth of shoes in that closet and you cannot find a pair of dress shoes to match your wife's energy? Somehow you justified buying a $300 Gucci shirt, but you cannot figure out how to wear a $10 tie. Your wardrobe is mediocre and your girl knows it, because when you two are together in a nice place, you look more like her bodyguard than her man. And let me be very clear, this is not about the place that you're going to, it's about matching the energy of the person who's going with you. You can be in a Taco Bell drive-thru for all I care about, but if your wife is dressing nice, you as the man should try to play the part. There used to be a time where men took pride in the way that we dressed. Now it's almost expected of us to dress mediocre. For example, let's take a baby shower. The soon-to-be mother is going to be there looking beautiful, glowing, but she put effort into how she looks, and yet the man is right next to her wearing jeans, a denim jacket, a plain white t-shirt, 11s, and a fitted hat. If your baby shower is not a good occasion for you to dress nicely as a man, then I don't know what is. Far be it from me to tell you how to dress, bro. But all I'm saying is that there has to come a point in a man's life where he has to understand that there's more to life than sneakers and hats. But also do it for your girl, bro, because she doesn't remember what it's like to see her man in a button-down shirt. So no, I'm not telling you to go throw away your Yeezys, man. What I'm saying is that maybe your wife might like it if you change it up a bit. Might be nice. That's all I'm saying.
Match his energy. If you are newly seeing someone and they start to pull back, you pull back too. This is not an excuse to reach out to try and make up for their lack of effort. Don't grasp for more while they are doing less. We want consistency and reciprocity, especially when you are first seeing someone. Now, if you are seeing someone for a couple of months and the energy shifts, then communicate that you sense that shift and see what's going on. Communication is key in a relationship. But if you've only been on a few dates with someone and this happens, we are not chasing, only attracting. And yes, it sucks when someone you're excited about pulls away. But we don't need to convince anyone that they should like us and want to take us out on dates. And more importantly, the more distracted you will be from meeting someone who wants to meet you in the middle.
In as much as you would love to match his energy, consider communicating first. Try explaining to him the situation. Some people are very delusional. Some people can be oblivious to situations. Some people might genuinely have no idea of what's going on, have no idea of what they're doing wrongly. So I think considering having a communication first, I think considering communicating your grievances, your dissatisfaction should be the first thing to do before you start matching energy. If you've spoken to him about it and he's not improving, he's nonchalant, he doesn't care, and he's still doing things the old way, then you might consider matching his energy if you guys are married. But if you guys are not married, I don't think you should stay there. As long as you're not a tree, you're not planted, you can move, then you should move on.
If a man is giving you the silent treatment, you have to give him the silent treatment. You have to match his energy. You have to mirror his behavior. But if you go banging and saying, what's wrong? Can we talk about he's doing it on purpose. See, it's one thing about me. If somebody's giving me the silent treatment, I'm going to show you the real silent treatment. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Whatever energy you on, I'm going to match it. That's just me. I don't play fair and I don't care. I just don't care. So if a man is doing that to you, you really just cannot care. You have to shut that emotion off because you have to think logically, okay, he's trying to be funny. So I'm going to show you how it really gets done. I'm going to show you how to mirror your behavior. I'm going to show you. I'm going to let you see the reflection, baby. And he's going to stop. See, they don't like when you do that to them.